Hello, this is my beautiful wife Leslie. I am Keith, and this is Slade on Slade.
And today we are going to talk about writing good fiction.
Good fiction.
My first question for you, in your 5-book series, do you know how your book is going to end?
I do. The secret is, I really don't. I've thrown away more notes on these 5 books than I've actually followed. Because sometimes you just get on a writing tangent. It's 3 in the morning, you can't sleep, and you're like, yeah, she would totally say this. And then he would say that. And then this other person would say that, sparking an argument. And next thing you know, somebody's the king of Mars. And then I give it off to the beta readers, and I shake my head, and I say, you guys are not going to go for this in any way, shape, or form. And out of some of the insane shit that I have done,
We go for it.
Yeah, I get this. And I'm like, hey, just be honest. I got a thick skin, okay? It's covered in tattoos. If it's shitty and stupid, tell me. So far, not. My favorite person so far out of all of them is Alex, the editor. Because she doesn't do anything but polish this. She's not paid to blow smoke up my ass. She's paid to say, this is rough, this is how we're going to make it better, blah, 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 blah. But she has really taken a liking to a lot of these characters, fallen in love with a lot of these characters. So for me, that was the huge compliment that I might be doing something well.
Okay. My next question for you is, when you write a character, do you make them perfect?
Perfect? What do you mean, like supermodels?
Like, perfect as in there's nothing wrong with them. They can't do anything
No,
wrong.
man. I wouldn't even want to try to write a character like that. I wouldn't want to get paid to write a character like that. Like, you know, one of those guys who are on, like, the cover of a romance novel and his pectoral muscles are out to here and his calves are like that and everything he says is smooth as...
I'll get out.
Yeah. I was going to say...
Yeah.
But I'm trying to cut the word out of the things because my daughter says I use the word too much in my videos. But I want to write a character that's relatable. Because if you read the character, you can be like, I know a guy like that, or I know a girl like that, or I am that person. Then I wrote an imaginary person that is very lifelike. And that's what I'm going for. I'm trying to sell you a line of bullshit that's so good, you're like, I can believe this. That's sci-fi, fantasy. That's you know, drama and romance. Dark romance.
So my next question for you is, do you write an underdog in your story?
In The House of Ribbons, the underdog is the lead character. Now I don't like to call them minor characters, but I have co-characters that are underdogs in their own right, where they rise up from, you know, obscurity all the way into where they rise up. So yeah, I like a good underdog character. I like to read stuff like that. That one person you think isn't gonna pipe up and say something, and then when they say something, it's brilliant. I like that.
When you are writing, do you write about things that you find interesting or things you enjoy?
I write both. I like to be able to, I got to write about stuff that I'm interested in because, you know, if I'm not interested in thermodynamics, how the hell am I going to write about that? Or fucking windmills. I don't even know how they work. I don't even know what direction they turn, but I'm not interested in it. So for me to write about it, it would work. So, you know, I'm interested in, you know, space stuff, you know, aliens, technology that they may or may not have. You know, I want I want to be impressed by something I wrote a few months ago. So it has to interest me, and I have to want to write about it.
Okay. When you write your characters, do you leave them in comfort zones, or do you force them out and make them do stuff that would not be part of?
You've got some bonkers ass questions.
I know.
We should rehearse this shit. You know, I try to write it, like I said, as real life as possible in the fantasy sci-fi world. So yeah, I want somebody to get out of their comfort zone. You got the mousy young woman who would never say the F word, and then just one day she's had it. She was like, "Listen, fuckface, cut it out." And then everybody's like, "Oh my God, Sally said cut it out," and then she bitch slaps somebody. So yeah, I like that. And then you want uncomfortable situations to see how somebody's going to react, because we've all been at least one party in our life where you're like, did that just happen? Because that's pretty uncomfortable.
Do you have a plan for your characters by the end of the series and where you want them to be?
Wow. Yeah, they all got to be at a certain point, which is the end of the story. I don't really know how to answer the question, so I'm going to wing it. Everybody's got their part to play, and who knows who's going to make it, who's not, who's going to age out, who's going to live forever, whatever. So, yeah, I want to be able to say I have a plan for everybody, but honestly, I'm just winging some of this stuff because it's more fun. Because, like I said before, I'm tearing up a lot of notes and just throwing them away. I'm like, fuck, that sucks. And it's too, pedantic and too, like, everybody else is writing that. And I just wanted to write something that feels different, which is probably like a lot of other people, because uniqueness is getting to be a little rough. So yeah, I gotta plan on where I'd like people, but
Sometimes things change.
yeah, sometimes things change. Yeah.
So my last question for you is, do you write about things you know, or do you make shit up?
Both. So, in the sci-fi world, you have to live in your own imagination. So, I got to make all that shit up. But I spent some time in the military, been on a few deployments, so I take what I know, I take what I would fantasize about, and put them together. So, this mission here takes me to this planet right here, and you can merge the fantasy world with real life, and it's just a lot of making some shit up. So instead of Abu Ghraib prison, you got the Demon Head fortress on such and such planet, and then the whole planet explodes. So
Okay, that is all the questions I have for you at the moment on this subject.
Oh God, here it comes.
So if you guys like our content, go ahead and hit the subscribe button below, and go ahead and give us a thumbs up, and go ahead and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Tumblr.
And don't forget to, for those who are inclined to be generous, hit me up on Patreon. Remember, December 25th of 2020 will be the closeout date for the 50 spot contest. Directions will be, I don't know, somewhere on the bottom.
No, they'll be on Patreon.
Oh, Patreon, yeah. My wife is managing all that stuff. Yeah. I wing everything I do in life. My wife okays it. And I just, hey, can I buy a new plastic pumpkin for Halloween? She says yes. I got a smile. She says no. Then I go, oh, great. Oh, God.
So if the rules and regulations are on Patreon, so go ahead and go visit us there. The links are below. So, and we will see you guys next time.
Have a good day.